Welcome back to Stream Media East 2023 here in Boston, Massachusetts, and I'm here today with a guest who actually had been part of my panel earlier today, where we talked about the Spring 2023 State of Streaming Survey. So, Gustavo, introduce yourself and give us your several roles that you have in the industry.
Sure. My name is Gustavo de Medeiros. I am the president of TeleUP. Been in the streaming business for 21 years.
Oh, wow.
I'm involved with a couple of organizations. Besides TeleUP, I also run WISP TV, Wireless Internet Service Provider Television, where we focus on rural ISPs, mostly that got government funding to expand their broadband footprint. We provide a white label solution for them where they can offer traditional cable channels, broadcast channels, and an IPTV model, but we also added a whole bunch of fast channels for the consumers that just want to watch something for free. But their brand stays front and center. And the other organization I'm involved in is a non-for-profit organization. It's called the FAST Alliance. And most of my FAST channels that I've been able to license over the years, we're not happy with the amount of revenue that they were getting from the platforms and from the technology middlemen. And the objective of the FAST Alliance is just to fight for interest of these independent channels, whether it being paying less for playout service, whether it being getting a better deal from a platform, revenue share or inventory share that's just a little bit better. So aggregate our bargaining power, to obtain more bargaining power, aggregate our collective demand, I guess, and that's basically it.
And you expanded on some of those things during our session there, so I won't really go into that. I'll encourage people to watch that particular session when they get a chance. Let's talk about WISP TV though, because that's really fascinating to me. You're working in rural broadband and you're providing classic television channels. Is it a multicast solution? Is that sort of the way that it's handled, or is it handled as unicast live linear?
It's a combination. It all depends whether they're watching a broadcast, whether they're watching cable, or whether they're watching the FAST.
Sure.
Right?
And obviously FAST can be an on-demand.
Exactly. The biggest distinction has to do with the rights, right? So the cable programming, it's very expensive and very complicated. OTT rights are almost impossible to get. So where we work there, we work with a transport carrier, and then we get it to their site, and through an origin server, we distribute it within their IP. It's not available in any other way. For the fast channels, it doesn't really matter, but we have it all in the same EPG, so the end customer doesn't know.
So having done a lot of work back in the day with NCTA and gone to Supercom and seen how especially the rural incumbent carriers who could actually provide IPTV as part of their service, that solution was really fascinating. But in the places where the phone service has sort of gone away and now it's replaced with cellular or wireless, is that where your primary focus is, the wireless delivery, or do you do wireline as well?
Well, this is what's happening. A lot of these guys, they started as they were the local tech guy in that rural area, and they would use wireless equipment to provide broadband to their neighbors. And some are very large now. Look at Aristotle, look at Whisper. A couple of million subs, and most of these that have gotten government funding, they're building out fiber. And believe it or not, in the rural areas, that's where they still watch cable. People are still ordering VoIP phones. But we also want to give them a flavor of the new, which is the fast and the OTT stuff. And then we just created a blended solution for them.
Very good. Well, thank you very much for your time. I know I was really happy to have you on the panel this morning, and I look forward to hearing more about what the FAST Alliance does in the future as well.
Perfect. Thank you for your time and the excellent analysis. I love that survey.
Great. Thank you. And we'll be right back with our next guest.